this problem, we're given the equation y equals 100,000x plus 3,470,000. We're told that y represents the annual budget for Parks and Recreation, and x represents the number of years since 2010. So for example, if we wanted to find out the budget for the Parks and Recreation in the year 2010, we would replace x with the number 0, right? And by doing that, we would get a budget of just 3,470,000. Based on that, we can conclude that A is not correct, because that states that the budget for Parks and Recreation in 2010 is represented by the number 100,000. That's not true. It would actually be 3,470,000 based on that equation and replacing x with 0. Option B states that 100,000 represents the budget X years after 2010. That also doesn't make sense. I mean, for example, if it was, let's say 5 years after 2010, you would do 100,000 times 5 and then add 3,470,000. Clearly, you're going to get a much bigger budget than 100,000. So that's not going to be it. What it actually is, the number 100,000, because it's the coefficient here in this equation, it represents the increase each year. So that's why C is our correct answer, the estimated increase in the budget for Parks and Recreation each year. Because if we were to follow this equation, let's say you replace x with 1 and then replace x with 2 and replace x with 3, you would notice a pattern that the budget's increasing by $100,000 each time. All right, that's all for this video. Thanks for visiting JD's Prep.